What's up, everyone? So I am heading to Boston on the Acela for Amtrak, and I am sitting in business class. This is going to be great. I'm starting my day off bright and early, literally at 7 a.m. Our train leaves at 9. Right now, I am currently in the Amtrak lounge and just relaxing, getting a nice meal. I got this very nice ham, egg, and cheese sandwich with this like garlic aioli on this I think an everything bagel. I'm not exactly sure the type of bread it was though, but I am ready to head to Boston. I'm gonna have a fun time there. But yeah, riding the Acela, and typical Amtrak fashion, oh my god, it's already been delayed twice. The Acela, yeah, it's been delayed 2 times. Not bad though, only like a 35-minute delay. But there was another train earlier today, the Northeast Regional. The engine had a failure and that got canceled. Typical Amtrak, right? So what I know about it is that it is much faster, much faster than the Northeast Regional, and pretty much every single seat is like a business class seat almost. It really is like double to triple the price of the regular trains, and because I'm in the business class section, that will be very nice. You know, it's still going to be like a regular train seat, but it's still going to be great. The seats are much wider. They are much more comfortable, very like squishy. Also, a peek about the Acela is you have a seat assignments on some of the Northeast Regional trains. It's first come, first serve, which is kind of annoying, especially because these trains are originating somewhere else, like my one starting in DC before it gets to New York and Boston. But yeah, let's get on it. So to be able to get the Amtrak lounge, you have to have either really high status or a first class ticket. It is incredibly nice. I mean, just look at these clips. You have these lounge chairs, and it's not like an airport lounge where it's a lot more tighter and it's so crowded. Because the lounge is very limited in who has access to it, it is not crowded at all. And what I find so cool is in Moynihan Station, which we see right here, we got a little like balcony area that sit down at one of these tables and we look out like this. The balcony is such a cool feature. To get to Boston from New York takes 3 hours and 15 minutes on the Acela compared to 4 hours on the Northeast Regional. So yeah, much quicker in terms of that. The Northeast Corridor is the busiest part of Amtrak's whole route coverage across the United States. They really consider it anywhere from Boston going down to DC. I guess you could count places like some areas of the Virginia area, Northern Virginia, as part of the Northeast Corridor as well. But yeah, Boston and DC is where Amtrak actually makes their money. Amtrak is a government subsidiary, but they still act as if they are a private company. In fact, across the entire United States, Amtrak loses money everywhere in the country. Everywhere, except the area stretching from Boston to DC, the Northeast Megalopolis, also known for Amtrak, the Northeast Corridor. This is absolute chaos. Amtrak overbooked this train, which is an Acela that has reserved seating. But now, because it's overbooked, like all of a sudden the seats aren't reserved. I was lucky that I got on early enough and my seat was available, but that makes no sense. So in business class on the train, it's a 2-2 layout. So 2 on the left, 2 on the right. When you sit in the first class seats, it's a 2-1 layout though. One really nice thing is that there's the power cord by the window. So it's a plug-in cord. So you'll need the adapter for the USB A or C port. There's a reading light on top, so that's very helpful, especially if you're riding after sunset. For the portion from Stamford to New London, it was nice. Nobody was sitting next to me, so that allowed some extra room. But then when we got to New London, someone came on. I gotta say, I am very impressed with the scenery. I think it is awesome. I didn't expect anything from this route, especially because I'm so used to taking New York to Philly that there you're going up against like a lot of highways and it's not a scenic route whatsoever. But whoa, this surprised me. We are going past so many different harbors, so many rivers, the Long Island Sound, some beaches. It's stunning scenery. It's so nice just to be able to relax and look out the window and see all of this. yeah, I didn't expect that I would be able to see these nice boats as I was going through. A lot of people take Amtrak literally just for the scenic routes. A lot of those are the routes going to the West Coast, but being able to take New York to Boston, being able to see this, especially when you get to like the New London and Mysticky areas, that's where it was awesome. Honestly, I don't think the Excella is as nice as other routes. I prefer the Northeast Regional Pennsylvania routes so much more alongside the Northeast Corridor. I think that just things are so much nicer. You have much more room both within the seats and the actual legroom in front of you. Other routes, you have so much more legroom in front of you. Here, I think that it's kind of just they cater to the business travelers, that the train is much quicker, gets to Boston in about a half hour less. And for people who have to catch meetings, that's important to them. Seats, they try to pack a lot of people in the same cars, and I just don't think that's worth it for spending literally like triple the amount just to get there a half hour earlier. I would rather take 4 hours and be able to have more room both in terms of seat and leg room and less people compact in a car than get there a half hour earlier, so only taking 3.5 hours, and then being crammed in also with a bunch of people. Considering that it costs $170, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed with this.